Can't believe that you got me in a suit and tie. I had to take a pull so I wouldn't cry. You got a line out the church door saying goodbye. Yeah, I believe them when they say you're in a better place. You had a wild side, but you had amazing grace. I know you're way off up in them clouds, but if you could still hear me right now, I hope you hit those ghost streets on two wheels. I hope your mansion in the sky's got a 10-acre field with some mud and some hubs you can lock in. Make some thunder, make them wonder how you got in. Hide your beer, hide you clear from the man upstairs. Crank it loud, hold it down till I get there. And when I do, I hope you got some new stories to tell. Till then, give heaven some hell. I bet you're looking for a crew like we had. Bunch of noise making boys that like to live fast. Burning rubber in a parking lot. Man, I don't know if the other side's ready or not, but I hope you hit those ghost streets on two wheels. I hope your mansion in the sky's got a 10-acre field with some mud and some hubs you can lock in. Make some thunder, make them wonder how you got in. Hide your beer, hide you clear from the man upstairs. Crank it loud, hold it down till I get there. And when I do, I hope you got some new stories to tell. You had amazing grace, I know you're way off up in them clouds, but if you could still hear me right now, I hope you hit those ghost streets on two wheels. I hope your mansion in the sky's got a 10-acre field with some mud and some hubs you can lock in. Make some thunder, make them wonder how you got in. Hide your beer, hide you clear from the man upstairs. Crank it loud, hold it down till I get there. And when I do, I hope you got some new stories to tell. Till then, give heaven some hell. I bet you're looking for a crew like we had. Bunch of noise making boys that like to live fast. Burning rubber in a parking lot. Man, I don't know if the other side's ready or not, but I hope you hit those ghost streets on two wheels. I hope your mansion in the sky's got a 10-acre field with some mud and some hubs you can lock in. Make some thunder, make them wonder how you got in. Hide your beer, hide you clear from the man upstairs. Crank it loud, hold it down till I get there. And when I do, I hope you got some new stories to tell. Till then, give heaven some hell. I was there when you raised your hand, heads bowed, singing just as I am. Walking that aisle, praying that prayer. Man, it ain't right, but if you gotta be there, I hope you hit those ghost streets on two wheels. Hope your mansion in the sky's got a 10-acre field with some mud and some hubs you can lock in. Make some thunder, make them wonder how you got in. Hide your beer, hide you clear from the man upstairs. Crank it loud, hold it down till I get there. And when I do, I hope you got some new stories to tell. Till then, give heaven some hell. Yeah, when you raised your hand, I'm singing just as I am. Man, it ain't right,
Let this be a loving reminder that someone is missing today, someone our hearts still hold on to as we travel along life's way, someone who made life so special for all of those who gather here, someone who won't be forgotten but cherished from year to year. And now, as we pause to remember, let us all fondly recall how dearly each of us loved Jaden, and oh, how he loved us all. Good afternoon, family and friends, both here on the beautiful banks of the Murray River and those watching the service remotely. Welcome. My name is Rhonda Edwards, and I'd like to thank you for coming together to remember and celebrate the life of Jayden Perryman, affectionately known as Buffy. It is not easy to find the right words at a time like this, because losing someone as full of life as Jaden feels incredibly unfair. At nearly 27, Jaden packed more living into his years than many do in a lifetime. He was adventurous, loving, and always up for a good laugh, a person who made the most of every moment. Today, we are here to not only mourn this great loss, but to support each other and celebrate the vibrant life Jaden lived, and to find comfort in knowing how much he meant to you all. Let us take this time to honour Jaden in the way that he would have wanted, by remembering the good times, the fun he brought into your lives, and the love he shared so freely. I'd like to now take a moment to honour and acknowledge the family Jaden left behind. His loving mum, Susie, who was his constant support and source of unconditional love, and his dad, Brett, who shared so many adventures and memories that shaped Jaden into the person you all knew. The pain of losing a child is a burden no parent should ever have to bear. It defies the natural order of life, leaving a void that can never truly be filled. Yet the love and support that surround them provide strength in this overwhelming grief. Jaden's stepfather, Anthony, and stepmother, Chrissy, each played a significant role in his life, providing guidance, love, and a sense of family that Jaden always valued. Jaden was a devoted brother to Maddie, with whom he shared a special and unbreakable bond, one filled with shared experiences, inside jokes, and secrets whispered in confidence. They were partners in crime, with an understanding that only siblings can have. He was also an adored brother to Indy, Lane, Grace, and Connor, who each brought their own unique connection and stories to Jaden's life. Maddie and Lane's partners, James and David, also became a part of Jaden's extended family, contributing to the close-knit group that meant so much to him. His grandparents, Margaret, Kenny, Ray and Sue, were so proud of Jaden and loved watching him grow into the remarkable young man he became, full of kindness, strength, and a wonderful zest for life. Jaden was the fun uncle to his niece Evie and nephew Ryder, and loved being a part of their young lives. We also remember his beloved fur companions, Chomp, who is with us today, Dory and Mango, who will undoubtedly be feeling Jaden's absence, as they were an integral part of his life, sharing his adventures and love. For everyone here today, your connection with Jaden was unique and meaningful. Whether you're a family, a mate, or a colleague, each of you held a special place in his life and in his heart. It is times like these that we question the purpose of life when someone's life has been cut so short, that brings such deep sorrow and forces us to confront the uncertainty and fragility of our existence. These moments often raise painful questions about fairness, meaning, and why such things happen. In this struggle, it is important to acknowledge the full range of emotions you may be feeling: grief, anger, confusion, and sadness, as they are natural responses to such a devastating loss. Finding comfort and healing comes from allowing yourselves to fully experience these emotions and leaning on the support of those around you. Sharing memories, expressing feelings, and seeking solace in the company of loved ones can help navigate the path through this difficult time. And though the pain may never completely go away, over time it is possible to find peace and healing amidst this sorrow. There are many facets to Jayden's life that made him into the person that you've come to know and love. Alongside Jaden on the ute, his mates will bring some treasured items that held special significance to Jaden, as well as in the memories that you shared with him. Let's start with Jayden's ute. It was more than just a mode of transportation. It was his reliable companion on countless adventures. The loud exhaust was just part of its character. He loved it loud, and the louder the better. And this is not his ute, I understand. This is a mate's ute, but it still has the loudness, so he'll be happy. I'd like to now invite Jayden's cousin Drew to please come forward and place Jayden's hat alongside Jaden.
Big boy.
Thanks, Drew. Jaden was well known for wearing a hat and for his collection of caps. And he often joked with the saying, "Big hat, small willy," suggesting that those wearing the larger hats were overcompensating for something. I'm just wondering whether there was a little bit of an eye gaze over the crowd just then. I'd like to now invite Molly to come forward with the 4X beer. Thanks, Molly. Beer was Jayden's drink of choice. And he wasn't picky about it. He'd drink it straight off the shelf, unchilled. Whether it was a casual afternoon with mates or a lively weekend get-together, sharing a beer, cold or not, was a simple pleasure he loved. Initially, it was less about the brand until he discovered 4X. But it was always about enjoying the company and those good times that came with it. I'd like to now invite Jayden's cousin Blair to come forward and bring the chainsaw. Now, we're not turning it on, so just to let you know. Thank you. Thanks, Blair. The chainsaw was something that always went with Jaden, originating from his days of excavating and logging. It became an integral tool for cutting wood for fires and camping trips, ensuring Jaden was always prepared for his outdoor adventures. Connor, if you'd like to please bring Jaden's life jacket. Thanks, Connor. Jaden's ski jacket is a significant representation of his unyielding connection to the Murray River, a place where he found peace, adventure and happiness. Whether he was in his tinny with his mates, skiing on the river, wakeboarding or tubing, his time on the Murray was always filled with laughter, camaraderie and a sense of freedom. And finally, Liam, if you'd like to please bring up the dog tracker. Thanks, Liam. The dog trackers became essential for Jaden's pig hunting adventures, something he thoroughly enjoyed. A group of his mates would load up their Land Cruisers, trailers and gators around 10 o'clock at night, and they'd use the GPS trackers on their dogs to navigate the night and hunt with skill and precision. Or maybe not. Okay, so thank you. Let's put our hands together. Drew, Molly, Blair, Connor and Liam. These items were central to Jaden's life, defining his adventures, his passions, his personality and reflecting his spirited, outdoorsy lifestyle. There is a quote that says, "Friends are the echoes of our best selves, and the impact we leave with them reverberates through their lives long after we're gone." And this was definitely the case with Jaden. His vibrant personality and genuine connection meant he had many friends that he truly valued and made time for each of them. Jaden was happy-go-lucky, full of mischief and charisma, and a wonderful energy that made him a joy to be around. Fun-loving and fiercely loyal, Jaden had a remarkable ability to connect with people, drawing them in with his genuine warmth and infectious personality. His presence lit up any room, and his friendships were a testament to the magnetic character that everyone admired. Even during his time in Darwin, Jaden had such a significant impact on the community that his influence was even highlighted in a local newspaper article. Now, it is clear that Jaden was a good-looking dude, and there's no doubt that he would have had many female admirers. Far too many to count, I'm told. His charm and appeal were undeniable, which surely left a lasting impression on those hearts that he touched. Jaden loved to party and live life to the fullest, even showcasing his dance moves with enthusiastic impersonations of Michael Jackson. However, the reality was that his moves lacked rhythm and were completely unco. But he didn't care, as he was totally comfortable in his own skin, leaving those around him laughing with him, or maybe a little bit at him. And as much as Jaden loved being around people, partying and having fun, he could fall asleep in the blink of an eye. So quickly and deeply, in fact, that he sometimes seemed nearly comatose. I was told of a story when he was young and his grandfather once searched for hours in Pakenham before discovering his 3-year-old grandson asleep under the tarp in his ute. Many times during his school days, Jaden would fall asleep on the bus and end up missing his bus stop. Even with his boundless energy, this ability to fall asleep at a moment's notice was legendary. His dad often remembered how Jaden would come home, barely say a word, and immediately head to bed, embodying the perfect balance of a lively socialite and a champion sleeper. Jaden had a passion for motors and loved anything with an engine, motorbikes, cars, you name it. Over the years, his dad noted he wrecked just about everything. But the experience turned him into a skilled mechanic as he learnt to fix things out of necessity. Jaden also enjoyed a bit of skin art. One of his tattoos, which he got in Bali, featured the initials DE for his cousin, Drew Eddy. Whether this was an alcohol-induced decision or not, we may never know, but then Jaden certainly had no regrets about it. One tattoo that held special meaning for Jaden incorporated a flower and the initials S for Susie, M for Maddie, and I for Indy, realising that he hadn't included his dad. Jaden decided to add his dad's birthday in Roman numerals. Unfortunately, he got the date wrong. But his sister Maddie said, "Don't stress, no one can read Roman numerals anyway." Jaden was at his happiest when he was outdoors. Every weekend he enjoyed pig hunting, loved attending rodeos, but the place that held a special place in his heart was here on the river. For many years, Jaden and his mates would spend entire days and nights camping, swimming or skiing, and they'd spend their evenings checking out the Sheilas by the moonlight. Jaden's dad often heard the sounds of maybe 4 to 6 tinnies coming down the river at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, with Jaden and his mates in high spirits, laughing and having a blast. So it only seems fitting that we have his farewell service here in Jaden's little piece of heaven. There are so many things that Jaden will be missed for. His charismatic presence, his genuine relationships, his unwavering dedication and devotion to his family, and his ability to be a loyal and trusted confidant. Jaden's non-judgmental and optimistic approach to life alongside his boundless enthusiasm are just a few of the qualities that defined him. And his legacy will continue to live on through the deep connections he made and the laughter and the light he brought into your lives. And to continue sharing memories by those who knew him best, I'd like to now invite Jaden's mates, Ed and Liam, to come forward.
Shit, oof. A few people here. I'm Ed. I'm going to tell a couple stories today. A few yarns, you might say. Before Buffy was Buffy, he was JJ to me. JJ and I went on the same bus to school. JJ and Mads got off at Susie's and I got off just up the road. We were the last 2 stops. And he'd always be up the front and he'd sit backwards with his head popped up above the seat. So if he did it long enough, I'd just peg something at him. Until one day, he waited till the door was open out the front of Susie's. The door was ready for his escape. I didn't know what was going on and he just started pegging heaps of shit at me. I don't know where he got it all from, but he ran off the bus laughing his little blonde head off. When Buffy wasn't on my bus, he was getting off the bus with Chloe at the Green Bus Shelter on Kelly Street. Walking home to Brett's the long way. When they'd get there, Brett would always ask if Chloe was his girlfriend, which would turn his face bright red with embarrassment. Whew. Can I have that water?
Absolutely.
One day at the shack on Cobham Street, Drew and Buff came up with a grouse idea. They decided they could tow Connor and Blair in the horse cart with the CRF 50. Buffy steering and Drew holding onto the cart. They were told it would end in tears by Brett, but they didn't listen. Surprise, surprise. A few laps around the house until Buffy hit the tap in the front yard bringing the bike to a stop and sending the horse cart forward. Buffy ended up in tears, with a hole in his leg the size of a 50-cent piece and absolutely no sympathy from Brett, refusing to take him to the hospital. Jaden always had the brightest ideas, whether it was stealing Drew's 50 in the middle of the night so he could party down the river, or taking a one-way lift to Shepparton once the sporties had closed, only to always need to be rescued the next day by one of us. This continued up in Darwin, with Kate having to rescue the young fella after a big night on Mitchell Street, picking him up from a bus stop at a local school at 8 a.m. on a Friday morning after being at ladies' night all night. Buff loved a good mission. One weekend, Buff and Moch were on tour to the Jewellery B&S. They loaded up Bally's flat-top trailer with chaff bags full of firewood so they could sell them. When asked what the money was going to, Buffy said it was for charity. Somebody asked what charity, to which Jaden replied, the sick kids of Tocumwal. It was asked if there was a few sick kids in Tocumwal, and Buff replied, well, there's going to be 2 of us when we get home tomorrow. Jaden, JJ, Buffy, you had a room at all our houses, a seat at all our dinner tables, and a giant place in all our hearts. Those vacancies will never be filled, and those memories will never fade. No one did it like you, mate. Our lives will never be the same, but like you always said, the fucking show goes on, baby. Peace in the Middle East.
So I could stand here all day and talk about Buff, but I'll keep it short and sweet. Buff was 1 in a million, and I really mean that. He had a heart of gold. Not sure if it was from all the Forex gold, but he really does. He always seen the good in people. He's a character, that's for sure. Anyway, Buff would always have a flash shirt on out pigging, and I wasn't sure if it was for me, the sow, or the gin hiding in the long grass up there. Buffy got me a job up there in the NT on the... Sorry. Buff got me the job up there in the NT with the mob I'm working for now, and when I got to Darwin, last minute decision it was, had nowhere to go. So Buffy being Buff let me stay in the caravan with him, where we got up to some mischief, that was for sure. The bottom bunk's known as Liam's bunk, because I was normally always there. We worked on a few jobs together up and down, especially at the Co's pool, and if you couldn't find Buffy during the day, he was asleep in his caravan. There was one night, it was me, Buff and Tay, and we were driving around and we were throwing crackers out the window. Not saying it who, but we were throwing crackers. Sometimes we were menaces, other times we were working on the motor cars or just having a beer. I could go on forever with all these yarns with Buff and the trouble we got up to. But at the end, he'd always answer the phone and say, hey brother boy. He'd always answer the phone, hey brother boy. I'm going to miss you, mate. It won't be the same without you. But we'll keep here and we'll keep living on your memory, Buff. I love you, brother boy.
Thanks, Ed and Liam. It's really difficult to get up and speak when someone's touched your life so deeply. So let's put our hands together again. Fantastic job. I'd like to now invite Luke Bell from Mansfield Constructions, one of Jaden's former bosses, to come forward and share his memories of Jaden.
Well, I read it a couple times, but I got it here just again because I need it again. Buff was a great mate and a valued team member with us for 4 to 5 years. No one can really work out exactly how long. His casual personality and dry sense of humour kept everyone around him motivated and uplifted. Mixed with high attention to detail and adaptability for the most jobs, Buff was a significant asset to our company. Mixed with that, Buff was a genuine great bloke to have around, whether it be at work or after work or before work. Buff will be missed by everyone who's had the privilege of meeting him, and yeah, that's everything.
Thanks, Luke. Jaden's family have written some heartfelt tributes which they've asked me to share on their behalf. The first is from Susie, Jaden's mum. From the moment I laid eyes on you and we had our first cuddle, the love I felt inside was so strong that I thought my heart was going to burst. Perfection in every way. Your personality that loved everyone so much started from the day you were born. You were the most placid, peaceful, content little man, sleeping each day away. Our home was always filled with giggles and laughter. I would watch both you and Maddie play from toddlers to teenagers, and you were both inseparable. The bond that you had always put my mind at ease, as you would always be there for each other, no matter what. Whether you were sliding into the muddy dam, climbing a tree, or sneaking down the back road on a motorbike, you and your sister were as thick as thieves. The day you said you wanted to go to Melbourne, my heart hurt so bad, although I knew it was the right decision for you. Watching you drive away was one of the hardest things I had to do. I wanted to be selfish and keep you here with me. Even though you were only 3 hours away, you might as well have been moved to the moon, as the feeling felt the same to me. I looked forward to our weekly phone calls, hearing you talk about the week you had, and I would feel at ease as you spoke with a wonderful happiness in your voice, which confirmed that your decision to move was right for you. When you had enough of city life and came back home, that tight feeling around my heart was finally at ease. But little did I know, a bigger move was ahead. Lots of late night conversations about moving to Darwin, knowing just how much I would miss you, but I supported you all the way. You had started to become very adventurous, so I knew this day would come. But before I could prepare myself, that dreaded morning came when I had to say goodbye to my little man, the one that meant so much to me. Remember that we couldn't even look at each other because the tears would well up in our eyes. So we packed the cruiser in silence until it was time to drive away. The moment had come. I was trying to stay strong, waiting for one last kiss and that hug goodbye. Thank God for telephones, as we spoke every other night, and I loved hearing the adventures and fun that you were having. There was that wonderful excitement in your voice, and it was enough for me to know how happy you were. Jaden, You have grown into an amazing person with your cheerful high spirits, infectious personality, and this remarkable ability to always make everyone around you happy. I am sure you are unaware of the magnetic force you had become. Jaden, I am so proud to call you my son and of the man you'd become. You were never just part of my world, you were my entire world. You are the best thing in my life. I am going to miss that gorgeous, cheeky grin when you walk in the door, fall on the couch and doze off to sleep. I may have given you the gift of life, but you gave me the reason to live. I love you with all my heart, Mum. Let's put our hands together. Beautiful words. Thank you, Susie. The next tribute we have is from Anthony. Hey mate, Jayden Boof. You were not just my stepson, but you were also my mate. We did so much together, working in the shed at the mill, concreting on excavators and cutting wood at Carrathul. Hope I said that word right. It does not matter if it was 49 degrees or pouring rain, you just kept going. There are so many memories that I will keep, like killing sheep and deer hunting. I loved hearing on a Monday about your weekends with your mates, and I loved hearing your amazing stories. You were like a son to me, Jaden, and I'm going to miss you like crazy. There are no words to describe the void you have left. Love you, Anthony. Thank you. And the next tribute we have is from Jaden's dad, Brett, and stepmum, Chrissy. Watching you grow from a cheeky little boy into a man was filled with many memories. Sleep was so endless for this little boy of Tocumwal, who just was as happy to be in the sand. With your bright blue eyes, blonde hair, and that big head of yours, we gave you the nickname Buffy. You had a special bond with your sister Maddie. There was always a prank to plan or some fun to be had to escape the boredom. Our memories and times together are endless. Fun times down by the river that started 18 years ago. Camping and spending many hours in the boat, skiing, kneeboarding and tubing. Unfortunately, I would forget to feed the poor kids, and Maddie and Jaden would end up eating late at night. Then, when you got your own fishing boat, the Tinny, you, your mates, and your cousins Drew and Blair would rock up to camp at 3 a.m. Sometimes there'd be at least 20 kids with us, and we knew we were in trouble. And for 2 weeks of every year, our campsite was the noisiest. The fires would be the brightest, and the music would be the loudest, keeping the fun alive with stories around the fire. You never wanted those moments to end, and neither did we. We had 2 great trips to Bali, swimming with dolphins, visiting the monkey forest, and watching a monkey plant itself on your head was hilarious. We hired a motorbike, and you thought you were a king riding around Bali, happy, but looking over your shoulder, waiting for the police to chase you because you had no licence. We had lots of good memories, living at the shack in town, not the best house, but the second best. Chrissy and I loved it when you moved to Melbourne to live with us for work. It was something as a dad I always wanted, but knew it wouldn't last long. We knew you would return home again as you didn't like the city. But we had 6 months together driving excavators. It was a pleasure going to work and home together and having a laugh about what went wrong throughout the day. Life will never be the same without you. I'll miss our long chats over the phone where you'd tell me about every dream you were chasing, living day by day with that fearless spirit of yours. We will miss you more than words can say, and we are grateful for the time we had together. You are forever in our thoughts, and we carry your love in our hearts always. Until we meet again, see you later, mate. Love you beyond words, miss you beyond measure, always and forever in our hearts. Until we meet again, keep looking over us, my boy. Love, Dad and Chrissy. And the last one we have is from Maddie, his sister. As most of you know, I'm Maddie, Buff's older sister. Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for coming today. The past fortnight has been filled with sadness and grief, but all of your words and support are making this bearable. We appreciate every flower, card, funny story and warm memory, and knowing we are not alone in remembering Buffy means everything to us. My brother was my built-in best friend. There will never be enough words to sum up Buffy. In the eyes of my parents and I, he lit up every room. He faced challenges with a grin and a shrug and a nice, warm 4X can. He was funny, kind, and a smart ass. But no matter how busy things got, he always made time for the people he cared about, and he showed us that family always comes first. Most phone calls start with, "Don't be a bitch to mum," and that's why you were the favourite. I'm going to miss you, Buffy, so much, but I'm grateful for the wonderful memories I have. When it was time to start high school, Mum and I stopped making Jaden's lunchbox. So he would just throw a loaf of bread and a bottle of sauce into his bag, and that was lunches done for the week. As time went by, his chef skills improved to a sausage in bread with plastic cheese and sauce. You were a great uncle, and Evie adored you, despite it taking 3 months to reluctantly hold her for the first time. I'll never forget when you attempted to change her blowout nappy from while Mum and I were in town, only to get the nappy half off before you gagged and Evie escaped outside. You then decided to get the hose to try and wash it off from a distance, but also used it to keep Evie away from you. Although we feel Buff was taken far too soon from this world, I know he lived a fun and fulfilled life and left no stones unturned. I will miss you, Buffy, every day for the rest of my life. May you rest in peace forever, 26. Some beautiful heartfelt messages, so thank you for sharing those. I'd like to now share another poem chosen by the family titled "The Moment You Left," which beautifully captures the deep and everlasting love felt for Jaden. It speaks to the pain of loss and comfort found in holding his memory close, a reminder that whilst Jaden may no longer be here in person, he will forever remain in your hearts. The moment that you left me, my heart split in two. One side filled with memories, the other side died with you. I often lay awake at night when the world is fast asleep and take a walk down memory lane with tears upon my cheek. Remembering you is easy, I do it every day, but missing you is a heartache that never goes away. I hold you tightly within my heart, and there you will remain, as life goes on without you, but will never be the same. We have been remembering, with love and gratitude, a life that, although has ended, has left a lasting impact on you all. May you carry forward the light of Jaden's life in your hearts, letting his laughter, kindness and adventurous spirit guide you through your own journeys. May you find comfort in the memories you hold, strength in the connections you shared, and peace in knowing that Jaden's presence will always be a part of you. May you live your lives with the same enthusiasm, courage and love that Jaden brought into this world. And may Jaden's memory be a blessing to you all, now and forever. Jaden, you have been inspirational in your devotion and commitment to your family and friends, and this fierce and never-ending dedication has touched the lives of everyone you knew. Rest in peace, Jaden, as you embark on your next great adventure. And here now, in this moment of sorrow, but without fear, with love and deep appreciation, we tenderly, lovingly and reverently commit the body of our dear friend Jaden to a place of rest and peace. Let's take a moment now to reflect and listen to Never Not Remember You and allow it to bring you closer to your memories of Jaden. May it offer you some comfort and provide a space for your thoughts and emotions as we honour this young man's remarkable life.
Well, I know you're up in heaven, but damn, it hurts like hell. 'Cause I'd just be pretending if I said anything else. And I know God don't make mistakes, but this sure feels like one. That won't change the facts, that won't bring you back. So I'll cry 'cause it's over, and smile because we had you. Packed a whole lot of living even though it ended all too soon. And in time I'll start healing, but even when I get that feeling, no matter where I go or what I do, I'll never not remember you. Thank God for all the memories and pictures on my phone. They don't fill the empty, but I feel less alone. And I know you're with the angels, right where you belong. 'Cause you were one to us, you left a legacy of love. So I'll cry 'cause it's over, and smile because we had you. Packed a whole lot of living even though it ended all too soon. And in time I'll start healing, but even when I get that feeling, no matter where I go or what I do, I'll never not remember you. You lighten up a whole room like that. You made us think, made us feel, made us all laugh. You always giving that shirt off your back. I miss you bad, I miss you bad. So I'll cry 'cause it's over, and smile because we had you. Packed a whole lot of living even though it ended all too soon. And in time I'll start healing, but even when I get that feeling, no matter where I go or what I do, I'll never not remember you. Oh, I promise you, I'll never not remember you.
Life is made up of moments, each one an opportunity to connect, to love, and to create memories that will last a lifetime. Through the bonds we form and the love that we share, we leave lasting impressions on the hearts of those around us. Today, as we have gathered here to remember and farewell Jaden, it is clear how much love surrounds both him and his family. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That does conclude our service today. In this time of loss, I encourage you to continue to support and love those who grieve the most. Allow them the space to cry, to hurt, to smile, and to heal. Moving forward, take a moment to reach out to the family with a call, a text, or a visit. These simple gestures can provide much needed comfort and encouragement as the family navigate their way through this difficult journey of grief. Your ongoing support will be invaluable in helping them find strength in the days, the weeks, and the months ahead. You are all invited to join the family for refreshments at 152 Babington Road in Tocumwal, and I am sure Susie, Brett, and the rest of the family will love hearing your stories of Jaden that made his life so special. In a moment, you will have an opportunity to place a floral tribute on Jaden's coffin as you say your own personal goodbyes. The family have chosen 2 farewell songs, If Today Was Your Last Day and Burn It to the Ground, both by Nickelback. I just got that. And like the lyrics suggest in the first song, each day is a gift and not a given right. Leave no stone unturned, leave your fears behind, and live life to the fullest. A fitting tribute to our happy wanderer with his adventurous spirit and the unforgettable way Jaden lived his life. For those of you who are sitting, could I please ask you to stand and honour Jaden as the music starts? Thank you.
My best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day's a gift and not a given right. Leave no stone unturned, leave your fears behind, and try to take the path less traveled by. That first step you take is the longest ride. If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late, could you say goodbye to yesterday? Or would you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past, donate every dime you had. If today was your last day, against the grain should be a way of life. What's worth the prize is always worth the fight. Every second counts, 'cause there's no second try. So live it like you've never lived it twice. Don't take the free ride in your own life. If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late, could you say goodbye to yesterday? Or would you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past, donate every dime you had. And what you call those friends you never see, reminisce on memories. Would you forgive your enemies? And would you find that one you're dreaming of? Swear up and down to God above that you finally fall in love.
Would you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past. Donate every dime you had. And would you call on friends you never seen? Reminisce on memories. Would you forgive your enemies? And would you find that one you dreaming of? Swear up and down to God above that you'd finally fall in love. If today was your last day.
take the path less traveled by. That first step you take is the